crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadrunner.com. With your morning horn of disease, your sip of chaga coffee. Definitely want to get your vitamin D up, your chaga coffee going, vitamin C, everything you do to protect yourself from the illness. We are coming into the season of the illness in the winter when the sun goes down and you don't get your vitamin D. Load up on vitamin D, get lots, get it often, protect yourself. All right, silver has busted over the, what is that, the 50-day moving average, and it is approaching the 100-day moving average, which is right around here, around 2460. And then the final one would be the 200-day moving average, about 2550. These are all games. It's all con. It's all pathetic. I was going over the last 50 years. The CFTC, this version of the CFTC was set up in the early 70s because they were going off the gold standard. CFTC was set up. They call themselves a regulator. They were set up to protect the manipulation. And if you go over the history of the CFTC, every time there was a, quote, manipulation and silver got too high, the CFTC actually stepped in to stop it. From the Hunt brothers to Warren Buffett in the late 90s to Jamie Dimon, 2011, Bart Chilton told us, hey, JP Morgan was offsides. They had way too big a short position. They were defying every agreement that was set up when they took over the Bear Stearns short. But it was a political decision not to bust JP Morgan. Now, who made that political decision? Well, Bart Chilton was a Republican on the board, and his boss was a Democrat, Gary Gensler, who is now the head of the CFTC. So Gary Gensler made the political decision. Now, of course, he was told what to do, but he made the call, the political decision, to not bust JP Morgan and allow them to rig the market in 2011 up from $20 to $50 so they can slam it down and create this artificial bear market that we see in silver. Kind of pathetic, huh? And then the latest, Rustam Benham, the beginning of the year, Rustam Benham, the head of the CFTC, once again had to tamp down silver. So as you can see, over the years, it's nothing but market control and manipulation by the regulator. It's sad, pathetic. It's America. Welcome to America, my friends. We're going to talk cryptos today, actually. Bitcoin is on a tear, and I'm loving it. All the Bitcoin hodlers are going, yes, yes, yes. $64,000. Do I think it'll hit $100,000 by the end of the year? I do. At some point, it will have that big old slam down. So if you want to cash in, go ahead. Go for it. If you want to, if you think you're going to catch the top, it goes to $100,000 or $200,000 or $300,000 and then sell and then rebuy when it drops to $50,000, good on you. Most people sell too soon and buy too late. Or you just hodl. I mean, hodling has worked for road to road people since we began. So hang on for dear life. Ethereum also doing very well, kicking some booty. A lot of the cryptos are up. Theta and Theta Fuel aren't exactly up. Remember, they move opposite of what the big boys do because they're the future, truthfully. And I do want to talk about what's going on. First of all, there is an issue with the Theta Trezor wallet. When Trezor came out with their new suite, this brand new suite, a desktop suite of all their stuff, it made the Theta bridge that they were using, that Theta Labs had invented, it didn't work anymore. And you get that little spinning circle. Your coins are fine. And Theta came out and said, hey, we got an issue with the Trezor wallet. So you can use your seed phrase on the Ledger wallet. So some people went out and bought a Ledger, and you can do it that way. I'm not a fan of that because when you bring your seed phrase back online, you really should empty that wallet, get rid of that wallet, and create a new one. So it's a lot of pain in the ass. To me, just hodl. I suggest just hodl, unless you know what you're doing. There's another way to get without the Trezor or the Ledger, another way to get your access to your wallet. It's a little more complicated, but yeah, there's several ways to do it. So I asked them, I said, hey, what's the deal? It's been over a month with the Trezor issue. I asked Wes Levitt on Telegram. Here was his reply. He said, fixing the Trezor issue is a priority for the team. But again, these can't always happen immediately. And when it's something related to wallet security, the team is always going to take more time testing if it's necessary, even if it means users are upset by the time it's taking. I don't think users are upset by the time it's taking because there are alternatives if you want. It's more like, okay, let's just make sure it's still a priority. The Trezor fix requires an update to the core blockchain code. A hard fork, not in the chain split sense, but meaning the upgrade is not backwards compatible, which makes it riskier. So we aren't going to push a sloppy hotfix that causes a chain halt or even worse, creates a security flaw that lets a bunch of users get their wallets hacked, which will cause a much greater problem. I did see an update just now that they have a fix and it works on a local environment and they will test it on testnet next. I can't say what that means for ETA. In the meantime, if people need access right now, they can move to a ledger by importing the Trezor phrase in the ledger wallet or derive the private key from the Trezor seed phrase. So basically, he didn't give a time frame. It is a priority, but they're going to do it right. So if you need to get your coins out for any reason, get yourself a ledger is my take. All right, now let's talk about this. Everybody's sending me this one. Polygon and DraftKings enter into a strategic blockchain agreement. DraftKings able to become a validator on the Polygon network. So they aren't starting out as a validator. If they wanted it, they could just be a validator. But anyway, Boston, Dubai, there's a problem right there. Incorporating in Dubai, there's a reason they had to do that. Polygon, an Ethereum-based scaling platform onboarding millions to Web 3.0, has announced a blockchain collaboration with DraftKings Marketplace, a digital collectible ecosystem built by DraftKings for mainstream accessibility to support custom NFT drops, along with secondary market transactions. Now, when I was talking about DraftKings, I was talking about in relation to Autograph, which is Tom Brady's company. And I said, wow, this is going to be huge because they had a partnership. And DraftKings has always been, I believe they've always been using Polygon because they came out a little premature on their first NFTs for their sports stars. You can't pull them off. You can't, DraftKings has even said you can't actually take your NFTs and get them in your own possession. Why? Because they don't have KYC. You need KYC. You need to know your customer stuff or you're going to break every law. Polygon ICO'd also. Just a heads up for everybody. Polygon did have an ICO back in 2019 where they raised $5 million. So expect Gary Gensler to be crawling up Polygon's butt. So I'm like, well, if Gary Gensler is going to crawl up Polygon's butt, why would DraftKings even do anything with Polygon? But they already have. It's just like they can't let people take possession of their NFTs, which is, it's the same old, hey, not your keys, not your coins, not in your possession, not your NFTs. You're completely and totally reliant on the viability of DraftKings. And I thought of Polygon as well, but not really of Polygon because it's an ERC20 token. It can port over to any ERC20. No, not any, but other ERC compatible adventures because it's on the Ethereum blockchain, right? Then I'm thinking, okay, what's that got to do with Theta? Bingo! Meter Passport launches Theta Ethereum Bridge on Theta testnet with mainnet integration coming soon. Meter Passport, a leading cross-chain bridge connecting blockchains like Ethereum, Avalanche, Binance Smart Chain, has now added support for Theta blockchain for the first time, allowing tokens to be moved between the Theta blockchain, and other leading blockchains like Ethereum. Okay, I get it now. So DraftKings wanted to jump the gun. They did. They created NFTs. They're doing it with Polygon, but Polygon has a lot of issues with the SEC. Gary Gensler is not going to be happy. So DraftKings has basically put it on the Ethereum blockchain. It's transportable to Theta now if they wanted to. Now, the reason I'm saying all this stuff about DraftKings and Autograph, Tom Brady's company, is a remote viewing that Ed Reardon did with the crypto viewing guys. Great channel, by the way. Go check out crypto viewing on Patreon. My friend Dick Allgaier just sent me a new song he was writing. Great song. He's so awesome. All right, but what Ed Reardon saw was a celebrity CEO saying, "Hey, buy Theta," and that's when the moonshot hit for Theta. Could happen any day. The CEO of DraftKings came out and said, we're going to have the ability to remove tokens, meaning KYC, remove tokens by the end of the year. So we're coming down to, 2.5 months. Will they be removed on Polygon? Will they be removed on Theta? I don't know. But somebody's got a KYC. That's what they're waiting on, the KYC part. Polygon will never KYC. That's why they're set up in Dubai and probably be illegal for US because they did ICO after the DAO announcement in 2018. So that's just my take. I don't know. And it might not happen. And maybe that celebrity CEO is actually Miss Katy Perry. Miss Katy Perry, who did announce that she is, Katy Perry launches NFTs, acquires stake in Theta Labs. How big is Katy Perry? Look at her Twitter page. Followers, 108 million followers. 108 million followers. How many people would be watching her? She's setting up this big show for Las Vegas. It's an interactive type of thing using NFTs. They're literally diving in with Theta Labs to create an experience type show because not everybody is going to go to shows anymore because of the cold. So the experience type of show is like, what I'm hearing is you can like get backstage passes and it virtually brings you backstage into the Katy Perry show and stuff like that, all using the Theta blockchain and NFTs. How about a backstage pass NFT? Stuff like that. All I know is it's going to be mainstream, talked about, experiential type of show. And this happens on the 29th, going for a couple weeks in Vegas. Watch all crypto news. If you're looking, because I was talking to Jenny Moonstone about Theta and Theta TFuel. And she's like, she's thinking Theta TFuel is really going to start rocking because of the hype. There's no real hype around Theta right now. There was, and then it's gone away, and then it'll come back at some point. She said Theta TFuel, she getting that Theta TFuel really gets some hype this year. Well, this Katy Perry thing is all about Theta TFuel. The NFTs are all about Theta TFuel. So I'm just saying, yeah. If you got Theta TFuel, hang on to that and stake it. You also make more money, more Theta TFuel, staking Theta TFuel than you do Theta. But again, they aren't moving much. So with Bitcoin cranking, Theta has dropped from, they were in the top 10 for a while. And now they are number 33 at $6. So I'm just saying, when Michelle Whitedove says it's going into the thousands of dollars, I don't mind hodling. Theta TFuel, I think right now is the call. With the Katy Perry thing coming up in a month and a half, Jenny Moonstone saying, hey, the Theta TFuel is going to get some buzz between now and the end of the year. And Katy Perry is all about the Theta TFuel because of the NFTs, the backstage experience, all this stuff. And where is Theta TFuel right now? It's way up there, number 73, 28 cents. Do I think that everybody's talking about the dollar? When's Theta Fuel gonna hit $1? I think soon. I think definitely by the time Katy Perry's up there. I think Michelle was. Check out Michelle's report. Go to her Patreon channel. Or there's a new big report on her website, michellewhitedove.com. But yeah, I think Theta will blow out $1 this year, which would be great. Which would mean, if they keep the same ratio, that puts Theta at 18 when Theta Fuel blows out $1. But I think that ratio is going to tighten. I see Theta Fuel going to $3 to $5, which means depending on how much the ratio tightens, I don't know. But right now, I'm thinking Theta Fuel over Theta. But don't unstake your Theta. Don't forget. For every Theta that is staked from now since August, you're going to earn T-drop in February. If you unstake, you're not going to get it. Or you'll get like a portion of it. I'm not sure how that works. Just keep your Theta Fuel staked, or your Theta staked, and then get yourself some Theta Fuel and stake that. Great time to swap. Holochain, yeah, it's hovering at a penny. 0.00936. Yes, Holochain has been, that was Jenny's number 2 elemental coin, decentralized storage of data. It's going to be amazing one day. I don't know when that day is, but it will be amazing one day. It's going to take a while for Hot, H-O-T. All right, so yes, right now I'd say TFuel, when the Katy Perry stuff comes out, and it's really getting the hype, because this is the new future. The new future is all about NFTs and online experiences during concerts and stuff like that. Immerse yourself in that. Dick Allgaier, if you remember his remote viewing, had people being literally sucked into their TVs with these colors and high def, and it was all about Theta. So we are moving into a strange virtual world, and Katy Perry's people know that, and that's what's going to go on at the end of the year, a new type of concert. How high? I still see Theta at $88.88 by the end of the year, and it's at $6 right now. We'll see what happens. Theta Fuel, if that happens, Theta Fuel will probably do double that percentage rise. So yeah, that's big stuff. But again, it's all about, with crypto people, it's all about the buzz and the hype. Shiba Inu. A lot of people talking about that crazy worthless coin, Shiba Inu. You got me why people like it, but they do. It's down a little bit now, but there's buzz in the psychic world that thing's gonna blow sky high. It's I think it's more ridiculous than Doge, but hey, that's me. Elon Musk says it. It must be true, right? And everybody's gonna flock there. Wait till Elon says buy Theta. Ooh, doggy. It's compatible. It will help him his Starlink program. So yes, at some point he'll say, buy Theta Fuel. I'm going to Katy Perry. They're probably friends, truthfully. Katy Perry and Elon Musk are probably friends. Who knows? She's got some deep state in her, I think. Or had some. I don't know. Don't ask me. Anyway, I will be talking with Jenny Moonstone tomorrow. That will be posted on the private road. We'll be talking about what's going to happen to TFuel and the Katy Perry stuff by the end of the year. I'm sure it'll make Jenny sick to do a reading on what Katy Perry is doing. But hey, let's put her to work. If you want a reading from Jenny, she's available right now. Go to jennymoonstone.com and sign up for a reading. It will blow your mind. She's awesome. All right. I'll talk to you guys later.
Hang on tight, my friends. Theta Girl's on her way. That would fly to the sky, dump everything on her, let her take me so high. Well, she said her name was Theta, wanna go for a ride. All band expansion, always there by my side. She's my Theta girl, she really rocks my world. Go Theta, go Theta, go Theta, go. I said go Theta, go Theta, go Theta, go. Well, Well, the 40X move in 2020 was fun. You ain't seen how high my little Theta can run. Coinbase will add 300 million or more. America will love her while they watch her price soar. She's my Theta girl, she really rocks my world. Go Theta, go Theta, go Theta, go. I said go Theta, go Theta, go Theta, go. Go Theta, go Theta, go Theta, go. Go Theta, go Theta, go Theta, go. You're my Theta girl, you really rock my world. Go Theta, go Theta, go Theta, go. Well, my wife got really jealous, I love Theta too much. She said, I know it sounds crazy, I'm missing your touch. You're gonna have to choose, it's either me or your coin. I'm sad to see her go, but look where Theta is gone. She's my Theta girl, she really rocks my world. Go Theta, go Theta, go Theta, go. I said go Theta, go Theta, go Theta, go. Go Theta, go Theta, go Theta, go. Go Theta, go Theta, go Theta, go. You're my Theta girl, you really rock my world. Go Theta, go Theta, go Theta, go. Well, I believe Sarasi $1,000 or more. Everybody watching Theta partner galore. Samsung and Sony, Apple, Netflix and more. Google and then YouTube, well you watch it press soar. It's my Theta girl, she really rocks my world. Go Theta, go Theta, go Theta, go. Go